Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do a very special video that I don't think you have ever find anything like this on YouTube before as of 2020. What I'm going to do today is an ultimate review and comparison video of the Herbal Essences Bio Renew Shampoo. So what we have here today is literally just 4 bottles here. Don't worry, there's more to come. Alright. But I'm gonna break it down to a few series. So this is just part 1. So if you find this interesting, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to get notified when the next video comes in, because this is just going to be part 1 of the video. And I've already put it down, some of the details on a grid over here. And the best part is at least I'll put it in some form of comparison format, but from a scale of 1 to 5 for well, if you've tried one, then at least you know what the others are like, right? As you can see, I'm holding a Chanel card over here. Spoiler alert, Easter egg. This is going to be very important and it's going to be featured. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to put this here. And well, plus a few more Easter eggs that you can see on the screen now. And after that, after this video, I'm going to show you why this has I'm going to reference back to this on my reviews. So when you look at all these shampoos over here, what we have 4 different variations of the shampoo over here. We have volume, moisture, clean, and lightweight shine. They have the white grapefruit and mimosa mint, rosemary and herb, white strawberry and sweet mint, and cucumber and green tea scents. Generally, at least on the label, what you can find is there are no parabens, colorants, silicones, and gluten. But do take note, not all of it are the same. Some of it actually have silicones, and they have actually, like in this bottle, they actually take out that part where they say there's no silicones in it. I don't think there's anything wrong with silicones. It just gives you a very silky texture to your hair, I guess. Well, that's at least what they are trying to sell over here. They have, all these shampoos have apparently antioxidants, aloe vera, and also sea kelp to actually help nourish your hair. Okay, so without further ado, I'm not going to go in too much into the ingredients and all, because at the end of the day, not a lot of people look into it. But I'm going to share a little bit. I've used some of it. I technically used all of it. I'm just going to share my personal opinion, my personal take back on how I felt using these shampoos. It's very subjective. It will change from person to person. So feel free to chip in, share your opinions about the product usage and how you felt using this product and how your hair actually felt after using it as well, the scents and all this. Okay, let's start with this. Okay, so let's look at the content. Don't be fooled by the shampoo, because if you see that the bottles are clear and the liquid inside is actually colorless and transparent, but the bottle here is opaque, doesn't mean that the content here is different actually, because certain bottles are opaque but the contents are very differently colored. Right. Inside is opaque as inside this bottle the shampoo is actually transparent. All right, as you can see, all of it, the 4 bottles that I have over here, all of them are actually transparent and colorless. All right, but you actually, that doesn't really play a big role why you choose shampoo. But why do you use herbal essences? Generally, people like to use, correct me if I'm wrong, is because of their scents, and I will explain further on how these fragrances actually smell like, in the later part of the video. Okay, the next category that I'm going to compare them on is actually on whether I put it here as clean versus rich. Whether it gives you a very clean feel on your hair after you wash the hair, or does it feel very rich in terms of very hydrated, very moisturized and all that. And different people have actually different preferences on what they want from a shampoo. For instance, if you live in a tropical country, you have oily scalp, you might probably want to go for something a little bit more lighter, a little bit cleaner, because otherwise the sebum buildup from over moisturizing, over hydration would actually cause acne, or probably you have certain skin conditions like psoriasis or dry scalp or what have you. And different kind of shampoo will have a different kind of effect on your scalp, and you're actually looking for something very specific for your own need. All right, so for the shampoo that I have here today, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being very light or clean, and 5 being very rich, the range that I have here today is generally gives you a clean feel on your scalp after a wash. So it's very, I for myself, I generally wash my hair twice a day, so it's quite often. So excuse me. And when I do, I like something very light, and so when I have a light shampoo, whenever I sweat, I probably have a shower, and even more so now during this lockdown that we have with the COVID-19 happening right out there. I do tend to wash my hair a little bit more often, especially after I go out and come back, doing groceries, or when I come back from work. And that's just how often I wash my hair. And well, okay, so having something light would be of my preference actually, because light yet but not doesn't strip moisture off your head too much. All right, when I use something too rich, I tend to get acne in my scalp, so it's not exactly what I like. But something light is generally preferred for myself. Okay, in terms of the next category, fragrance strength. Some people, yes, like I've mentioned earlier, people use herbal essences because they like the fragrance, and not all of the whole range have a similar fragrance. I'd say some of it have a lighter fragrance, some of it have a heavier fragrance, some of it have strong, some of it light. Some have very herbal, fruity. Some of it are a bit musky or strong. However, with the range I have here, let's just show. Let me share a bit of what I feel about their fragrance. Okay, in terms of how strong you would find the fragrance, I would find actually. Okay, the white grapefruit is moderately light. I find it moderately light. The strawberry mint as well. Sorry, strawberry and sweet mint as well. Both of it have mint, interestingly, but I find it a little bit stronger. It leaves a better lasting fragrance on your scalp after you wash. However, the ones over here, the rosemary and herbs and the cucumber and green tea, have a slightly lighter fragrance on your scalp. All right. When I say the next category, residual fragrance, what I actually mean is the kind of the level of fragrance that would be left behind after you use it. I find it's very strong. Not say very strong, not unbearably strong, but it just leaves behind a nice grapefruity kind of fragrance after you washed your hair, and not too bad. Surprisingly, this rosemary herb is slightly herbal, gives you a very herbal kind of shampoo kind of feel. but it doesn't leave behind much fragrance on your scalp. It's very light actually, and the rest as well. This is slightly sweet, very sweet. It's somewhere in between these two. The rosemary and the cucumber and green tea has very very similar levels of residual fragrance. Right, now on to, okay, this first notes. First notes is literally, when you pop the bottle open and you just, get a whiff of it. If only you can smell this cucumber and green tea. Right. If you were to just get a whiff of it, it's the kind of notes that you can actually pick up from, your smelling it. Applying it on your scalp could be a little bit different compared to what you smell it initially off the bottle, because when you mix it with water, when you spread it all over your hair, when there's greater surface area where the shampoo is exposed to the air, it probably gives off a very different kind of aroma and fragrance. It really releases the full potential of it. So when comparing the fragrances between these few shampoos, I'd say the white grapefruit and mousse, very pleasant, very refreshing, very citrusy, very tangy kind of a fragrance. Right, the rosemary, like I've said, very herbal kind of shampoo. It's the kind of herbal scents that you would find in quite a number of other shampoos, actually quite common. Right? Not too bad, still very refreshing if you like the kind of herbal kind of fragrance. The strawberry and mint, it's very candy, it's very sweet. It's like strawberry and candy, and I don't think this is for everyone. This cucumber, a little okay. Well, although this I might find a little bit polarizing. Right, this is polarizing. The cucumber and green tea, not too bad actually, not too bad. The first notes that you would notice is actually a little bit more tea, and definitely cucumber, a very sweet kind of cucumber scent. All right. Okay, so once you've actually applied these shampoos to your scalp and rubbed it in with a little bit of water, you get what's the word, release, further release the fragrances that is actually meant to be in the formulation of these shampoos, right? So as you look into it, this one, very consistent, very citrusy. You could actually smell the grapefruit a little bit more when you apply it on your scalp. Right, on its own, the first notes not so much, but right after that, yes, you smell more of it. The rosemary and herbs, very 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 herbal. Nothing much to say here. This one, very very similar as well. Oh, sorry. When you put this on your scalp, you can smell more of the rosemaries actually. Yeah. Like I said, your initial notes, you can't smell much of it, but as you apply it on your scalp, you'll probably smell it a bit more. And for this one, the cucumber and green tea, you can it's not the kind of cucumber scent fragrance that you find off a real cucumber. It's more like cucumber cocktail or a mocktail, if you will, kind of fragrance to it, and it's quite refreshing. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, it makes you. One thing herbal essences do is just really make you feel like you're actually having a shower in the garden, actually. So yeah. So these are generally the lighter. I would say the lighter part of the range of the shampoo. So it's not too bad. It's very easy to use. I don't use the conditioner, so I can't really give you an opinion on that. But I would generally feel that it would be very consistent with whatever effect that they will give you off the shampoo anyway. All of these are generally very clean. except probably this one is as you can see, it has actually a little bit of richness in it, but not a lot. It's just very little. So I think that's the difference that it makes. All in all, out of this range, actually my favorites would be the grapefruit and the cucumber and green tea. Actually, I would use the white strawberry and sweet mint on and off, and the rosemary on and off. Yeah, out of this range, I probably like these two the best. So yeah, that is so far what I find about this part of this Herbal Essences Bio Renew shampoo range. Feel free to comment whatever that you feel while you're using these shampoos, and whether you like it or you don't like it, how it makes your hair feel. Does it actually give you volume? Does it actually moisturize your hair? Does it actually clean? Does it give you a lightweight shine? For me, it's more or less the same. I can't really feel much difference. What I feel, this is just purely my opinion, is that these shampoos are not meant to treat specific scalp or hair conditions. Generally, it's just more. It's very lightweight effect lah. I don't think this would. I don't think this. I've been using this for months. I can't say that actually added volume to my hair. The rest are all generally clean. I mean, white strawberry mint, it's generally quite clean. So other than that, I got nothing much more to say. So anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to release a video soon, very very soon, about the remaining part of it, part 2 of the video, where I'm going to have more. And guess what? And there will be a I would say a plot twist there as well. Very very surprising, very very interesting. So you don't want to miss it. Subscribe to my channel so that you get notified as soon as the next video comes out. So thank you all for watching. As always, take care and stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye.